So let's get started. All right. Um, as we went over last, what was that, Friday? On module one, where it goes over everything, you want to hit that 70 point score. If it's not hitting 70 or above, it's probably not a good deal. Um, as you can see and that's going to be in section 1.3 in your outreach scoring launches scoring system. In the section 1.4, the institutional kill criteria, it's just good to memorize the 8 corporate red flags, the foundational issues, environmental risk, title problems, etc. So you can execute an instant asset kill when the deal it doesn't make the math based sense. As in section 1.5 for your module 2 data access, you must provide directly through the module. Oh, I apologize. We'll skip that part. Um, so for your buy box filter, reiterate the asset density constraint. Remind them we strictly source properties with 3 units or greater, single family homes and duplexes to not exist to our corporate mandate. Bypass them instantly. Um, yeah, just it's just really more going over negotiations on deals, making sure that you're hitting on all your buy boxes and making sure the deal's even worth it to begin with. Um, a lot of the ways that you can do that is by asking questions during your negotiation or evaluating the property through AI so that you can better your negotiation when pricing and even dealing with the deal itself. Um, I'm just kind of going over this really quick because we did go over this again on Friday. So now we can kind of go over the whole entire AI part. Why I think AI is really important is because you can honestly use that for generally everything. Not just with the real estate, but with trading, with business, etc. Um, what you want to do is use each AI program per. So you want to use each AI program for different things, knowing what they're good for, and what I mean by that, as in certain AIs are not good for certain things. Like you're gonna want to use Olama to create post marketing, and then to kind of do that for you on a regular basis. You're not making posts every day. It's just you're just copy and pasting, or even if you get it attached to your actual social media, it'll just post it for you. But where you really want to start leaning into is the open AIs like Chat GPT, Gemini, what's the other one? Grok. Those are gonna be the most useful ones. Um, Chat GPT is gonna be really good to keep you on track and to create your programs. So that's where you're gonna want to create your programs off of. Caesar's gonna send you guys a program for the real estate, so you guys are able to um has something to work off of, and I'm going to explain more further in after I explain the different AIs. But basically, you want to develop the programs off of GPT. Once you create the programs off of GPT, you want to kind of bring it to Gemini. Well, you can also use Gemini too before you create the program to kind of test your idea, see how it flows, and then GPT will refine it for you, let you know what you're doing wrong with it, and then bring it back to Gemini to actually run the program that you create. So for example, let's just say you create the program, you're gonna want to have Notebook LM. We're gonna run you guys by all this stuff too. We're gonna show you. So you're gonna have Notebook LM, which in notebooks is gonna be basically the same thing as a folder in GPT, and these are basically where you can hold multiple chats in one section where it'll talk generally about that one idea. So you're going to want to put programs into, let's just say, for example, you create a real estate notebook. Now what you want to do is you want to put all your programs that you create for GPT, like how to underwrite, how to negotiate, all the rules, regulations, things that you don't want to fuck up on, excuse my language, and put it into Gemini. So now you have basically a whole entire running operating system. From there, you want to even put your buy boxes in there, because then it's gonna, it's gonna help you. It's gonna know the properties, the idea of the properties that you guys are looking at. Then what you want to do is use Grok for outsourcing because it's really good with connecting to the actual internet. So by doing that, what you want to do is, um, excuse me, pull. So yeah, you want to pull your buy box from Gemini, put it into Grok, where it will find you a list of properties, and then from there you can actually click on those actual links, and then and contact those actual properties. So it'll actually find the deal for you. From there, once you've had the deal, you can actually use Grok again to say, hey, like, this is what the property that I want to do a deal on. I'm gonna click on the link and I want to contact this broker right now. Can you evaluate the property and give me everything I need to know? Grok will literally look up at that property and with 10 different sites for you and give you all the information that you need. From there, you can basically, you want to create a new chat in your real estate folder or notebook, and label it the address of that property. Once you label it the address of that property, that's when you can throw all the information into there and everything. From there, you say, hey, like, your program knows everything about that property on that one chat. Now you say, hey, I want to contact the broker or the owner. Then it's going to create a whole entire message for you. From there, you copy and paste, you send it over to the seller, and then they'll get back to you because they're pretty good and efficient messages. So there's a different thing for there's different things. I mean, even when you want to run a business or trade, that's the kind of the same route you want to go. Grok's going to be really good to help you find stocks. It's going to be really good to help you find other businesses to do business with. Yeah, using Grok. Yeah, Grok is the one for that connects to the internet. But Gemini is the one that's going to run your operations. And what's going to create your programs is going to be ChatGPT. You want to use all of the AI. You know what I mean? One is good for the other. You can't just use one. And you're gonna. And know it sounds really complicated right now, but over time, we're gonna get you guys used to this. This is something that will make you guys a lot of money because it doesn't just work in the real estate. For example, if you want to do stocks, you're gonna want to create the program off of GPT, run it off operations, run the operations on Gemini, and find your good stocks on Grok. You know, or commodities. The buy box or Gemini. Yes, exactly. Yep. Uh-huh. That's exactly how you do it. Yep. And like I said, Caesar's gonna show you how to develop the programs. Um and and then and then you're gonna be and then send it over, and he's gonna help create that real estate program for you guys anyway, so you guys could just put it onto the Gemini chat. You're also gonna want to use Notebook too. We're gonna lean more into that in the next class once you guys learn about the general basics of AI. Um, so that's where we can kind of lean into, furthering your guys' discussions and negotiations, making them a lot easier, saving you time rather than individually texting or messaging. Um, the only thing that, what I mean, at that point, it's like the only thing that really you have to get on point with is your calls. Um, and I know I kind of went over module one pretty quick, so I kind of want to go over it one more time. Just make sure that your deals are going over 70 points, that you guys are not hitting too many red flags, and your deals are looking good. And a lot of that is going to come from using the AI anyway. So that's why I kind of wanted to jump into that really quick. What was that? Okay, no, nobody said anything. Does Caesar, did you want to add in at all? Caesar, you're on mute.
Yeah, sorry.
No,
No,
you're good.
you pretty much covered everything
Okay.
from Gemini to Grok to well, starting with GPT.
Yeah. And then, then you guys are definitely like, when we get more advanced, we definitely guys Claw OS, where Claw OS is gonna kind of, where once you guys understand all these general AI basics, we're gonna have you guys download Claw OS, and then that's gonna allow you to you take all the AIs all into one, and then download other modules to run the programs 24/7 for you, and then also have another AI bot that actually upgrades that program for you and then sends them out through your social medias. So you guys eventually won't have to do a thing or lift a finger at all. You know what I mean? Like other than writing signatures, you know what I mean? But it all takes time. It's all development, taking time and understanding how these things work. Because if something goes wrong, you guys gotta know how to fix it right away. But you're basically gonna automate your deals once you understand how the deal works, and then you guys can
Perfect.
go. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions? I see there's typing going on. I'm gonna wait a little bit while they're typing. Take your time, guys. I gotta go make sure that I everything anyway. Don't forget category list. There's market quality, physical condition, NOI potential, seller motivation, and exit liquidity.
That's a
As
big one. Seller motivation.
yeah, asset location is going to be important. A score 80 to 100 is going to be approved for direct immediate outreach and underwriting deployment. Scores 70 to 79 requires supervisors sign off before initiate contact. And then anything under 70 is archived. Don't even bother with it. Is there any cons from bad deals or mess ups when contracting seller? Yeah, if that's if you underwrite wrong. If you That's why we always say do not underwrite the deal without us, because if you underwrite wrong, you can get stuck with the EMD or fees that you might not even be able to afford. Um and they're mandatory. Like you would have to pay them, if you don't. So EMD is what was it again, Caesar? It was
Earnest money
or
deposit.
money. Yeah, earnest deposit. Yeah, earnest money deposit. That's kind of like, okay, let's just say we get this the okay. Let's just say we completely misunderstand the underwriting and we don't even do a LOI. Do it the open title contract instead. So that's for a lot of people where they don't. We can do this because we're a corporation. We're doing this under a business. So that's why we can do LOIs instead of opening titles. But a lot of wholesalers, what they'll do is they'll take their experience and they'll open the title, which only allows them to not be required to pay the ED before the inspection date. So that's basically like, okay, when you open up a contract, us we open up contracts and LOIs. So that's a non-binding 90-day. We hold the property um, under contract. But there's another way you can hold a contract that is a binding. That's called a open title contract, and that's basically where you do like X amount of days inspection, which is usually like a 5 to 15, 9 to 15 days, and then then like altogether it's 30 days. So the remainder of the 30 days would be the closing date of the contract sale. So basically you would only have up until the end of the inspection date to sell the property, because if you don't sell the property after that, you're required 2 days once you open the title to pay the MD. But after the inspection date, it will no longer be returned to you. Whatever you paid for the EMD, they keep that. Now you can still cancel it before the closing date, but you know what I mean, you lost your EMD fee right there. And then if or if you pick the wrong state and you do that too, where you open the title in the wrong state like New York, then you're also gonna have to pay lawyer fees. um so that's why we open up the contract through the company, because under LOI with the corporation, you don't need to do any of that stuff. And that's why we have to show you guys how to underwrite correctly and have somebody overwatch you guys, so you guys don't incur any fees with us or with them by accidentally opening up a title or underwriting a contract wrong. All right.
Yeah, that's a very crucial spot.
That
Like,
is very the underwriting is the most crucial. Other than that, you guys are play ball, you know, test the
in my
waters out.
contract, we like to put earnest money where we get refunded our earnest money.
Yeah. With us, with our LOI, we can just cancel the contract. No contingencies, no nothing. We don't want to worry about anything. You know, we're good. Is anybody? Oh, I see. Okay. Does everybody kind of understand Module 1 completely, so we can move on to Module 2 for next class as well? You get a thumbs up. Yeah, thumbs up right there. Okay. CH here and delete that. Yeah. Let's do it like Caesar. Do you want to get with him? Well, I okay. So let's see. Tomorrow, I really want to get with you guys more on the AI. Caesar, are you reading the messages?
Yeah, I could definitely meet up with Junior, or
Oh,
even have a FaceTime call, like whatever's easier.
yeah. I get back on the first, so you already know I can see you right when I get back, and then we also have the we're gonna have our event on the Fourth of July corporate event on the 4th of July. Um, but Caesar can see you. I'm you know, and I'm gonna be busy Thursday, Friday because I got the funeral services, so that's probably a pretty good day for Caesar to spend the day with you guys, you know, individually. Um, and the weekends are always, you know, like we're really trying to keep up on deals, so we always got time for you, Junior. You know what I mean? However you want to meet up, Caesar come out and meet you, or when I fly out back, I'll come meet you, or we could do FaceTime. However, you know, this we could definitely do that. And definitely walk
Yeah, I
you.
want to get on a one-on-one call with
Yeah, we do
Junior.
spend more one-on-one time with you, Junior, for real. So, Caesar, I'll make sure that Caesar gets with you more.
Yeah, I agree. In person would be way better.
Yeah. No more. Yeah, no, exactly. 100%. Yeah. This, like I said, dude, this is not for everybody, bro. And where I've experienced, you know, working with a lot of people on my way up is like the hard part is when you're given this opportunity, like a lot of these people are faced with themselves, bro, and realize that they can't do it, and that's where it's really not for anybody because this type of stuff either makes or breaks you because it's like, oh, this is like, you know, this is like this is the chance that you're given, and a lot of people think that they can't do it, but where I could tell you where a lot of people fail is the fact that they don't believe in themselves because there's an answer for everything. There's always a solution, and you got a team that has your back. Like we're a family here, so um yeah, it's unfortunate for the for the ones that are just not doing enough for themselves, you know, or don't believe in themselves. But they have to keep pushing, bro, because those are the people that are gonna hold us back for sure. 100%. Does anybody have any more questions? How's your guys' day going? How's the deals going? Is there any struggles at all? Um, Caesar, I think I really want you to get with Junior too, so he has more outreach. Because I know Michael and Francis have been getting a lot of outreach, so I just want to get him moving on deals. Get,
Yeah, we'll gain some traction tomorrow.
okay, perfect. Yeah, I want him to see some traction for sure. Um, how do I? Yes, sir. All right. So I think we can end out this class because, like I said, tomorrow is going to be more of hands-on FaceTime. Um, where we're going to be if emphasizing on the AI and moving in on the deals with that. So I just want to make sure I get everybody's questions, and if not, let me know if you guys had a good day. So and then that'll let me know that I can end off the chat. Would we have like a bunch of different other things that we're using? We're just trying to use this more because it's a syllabus. We can use like Google Meets. We'll figure it out tomorrow. If there's something that's better for everybody else. The only reason why we run this one is because it needs to be recorded. Just for when you guys become wills. Um, there's gonna be our future, people that come in, our future contractors that you guys are interacting with. And this is going to be the core thing. This is how we bring everybody in. It's going to be your guys' future partners that are going to be watching this video. When you guys have the money, you guys are closing. You guys are going to be closing these people deals. These people deals. Yep. Is there anything else, you guys? Okay, cool, cool, cool.
Awesome.
Yep. I know Michael had a long day. It was his birthday. Happy birthday, my bro. If you can hear me. Yep.
I know he had a deal. He's been talking to some brokers
Yeah,
trying
no,
to
he's
get
been
this deal.
No, he's been busy, dude. So that's why that's why I mentioned in the chat. I was like, hey, if you guys can make it, don't worry. If you guys can't make it, don't worry about it. Just um, because it's because we're gonna go over this again tomorrow. Um, so let's get to work, guys. Let's get it all the way to the top. Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
I'm just seeing what they're gonna type. Pretty good properties I can relate to. That's it. Okay, he wants to see more visuals, Caesar. So I think that's what he told me yesterday too. Was that he couldn't really see your screen too good. So let's So yeah, I'm gonna see when you
Hey
get with
Junior. Hey Junior. What's
give
a,
me
a good time for me to call you tomorrow?
yeah, get me on a three-way call two midway so that I can also add in the AI so he can optimize his deals a little bit faster too. And then Michael, if you can hear me,
Okay.
just whenever you get the time, bro, you just give me a call, bro. I'll make sure that I answer, or just shoot me a text at least like 10 minutes before, so I'm watching my phone because sometimes I don't see when I'm busy. But I want to make sure that I get with you too, if you can hear me.
All right. Well,
Okay, 1:30 p.m. or a little later than after that. Okay, that's gonna be around my time, 4:30.
perfect.
A good time. Okay, and then we have that meeting tomorrow too, right, Caesar?
At
All
12.
right,
Yeah.
so that's 3 o'clock my time. All right, let's do it. All right, good night, my bro. God bless. Take care. See you tomorrow. Hasta
Peace.
luego. You're. All right, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end this out now.